Hey yo, Highnoon with Flemo. I think it's the 12th of October 2018. On my way to the city, got to do the grog run for the Comics Lounge. Lots of fun. It is an absolutely beautiful day. Just going past a group of cyclists on Beach Road, Mordielic. Fucking hell. Taking up a whole lane to themselves. Fuckhead. And the cyclist nearly got hit, grouse. They act like they fucking own the place, mate. And then they pull up to a cafe and they sit around in Lycra. What gets me is they got all the sponsors all over their shirts and shit. Like, yeah, you're sponsored by Audi, mate. You're fucking 100 years old. Fat. You're not. I don't think any of them are your fucking sponsor. Oh God, you imagine. I guess you can wear a t-shirt with Audi on it, but yeah, not like they're sponsoring it. But anyway, yeah, so what day is it? It's Friday. Yeah, and like I said, it is fucking beautiful. I wish I didn't have to do the grog run. I could go to the gym, then hit the beach, go for a walk, do some cardio along the beach, but I get an actual good workout from doing the grog run, because I've got to pick up probably, how many? 10, probably 50 cases of beer, slabs of beer as we call them in Australia. Just showing that out for all the Americans. Cases you call them, yeah. 24 in a case, slab over here. I got to pick up, probably 50 of those. I've probably got to get 15 boxes of wine, and then go grab all the, the spirits. But then I've got to take them and then carry them, unload them. But what I do is it's a really slow elevator at the lounge, so as they're going up, I usually carry a slab or two. I run up the stairs with them, so I get this Rocky Balboa workout. You know, when he's punching the chops, or the steak, or what is it, fucking carcasses. I do that, but I do it with alcohol. It's very Australian of me. So I'm going to get abs tomorrow from doing this shit. So it's been a fun week. Better than last week. I was mental. I had an absolute psycho week. I wasn't really happy. I was really depressed. So I didn't really talk to many people. This week's been better. We had the wrestling on Saturday night, the WWE Showdown, which was alright. It was a bit of a rip-off. $500 for shitty. Well, we're on the floor, but you couldn't see shit. It's kind of, I don't know. You paid to be close, but you didn't really get anything. You couldn't see them coming to the ring. You could only see some of what they were doing in the ring. And yeah, got to touch the Shield though. That's a group of 3 dudes. So if you watch the footage back, go to YouTube, watch the Shield entrance, or if you got the WWE Network, you'll see a bright blue cap, LA Dodgers represent, Dodgers cap, and a huge left bicep just flexing right in front of their faces. That would be mine. But yeah, no, it's a good match. It's good to see The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Kane. Yeah, Undertaker should retire. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair when I watched them. That was embarrassing for everyone in the fucking stadium and try to wrestle each other. Back in the day before they all went to TNA. But yeah, we had that, and then on Sunday, finally, Christmas came around. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Wicked fight. I was going for Khabib, and mate, he just beat the shit out of Conor. Made him look very average. And then obviously afterwards, if you're not aware of this, there was a huge brawl. Habib jumped the cage and leaped into the crowd and started throwing down. Kind of smacked someone, and then one of Khabib's guys in the octagon, and then they all jumped in and started punching him up. So, just a normal suburban football game here in Australia, really. I've had that happen a million times. So I don't know what they're all complaining about, but it was a cool event. Tony Ferguson and Pettis was a great fight. Good to see Ferguson come back. It was 3 months he came back from ACL tear, like a full knee reco. He did his own rehab. He said he didn't do rehabilitation. He just trained it, which is just savage. I want to know what he actually did and how he did it. It's absolutely remarkable, considering they're drug tested. You know, it's not like he could just pump himself up and let everything heal. Stem cells, that's probably it. That's a weird set of lights. It was a really cool pay-per-view, and it was just, I've been dying for that fight. Like, a lot of questions were answered. You know, everyone, it kind of cracks me up. People are like, oh, Connor's the best. It's like, oh, I don't think he faces someone who is legitimately tough, like he did with Nate Diaz, and someone who doesn't get, you know, mind fucked, then that shit's going to go down. You know, he could be like a fucking Dagestani national sports murdering people, man. Then I'm going to get psyched out while drinking vodka. Now waiting on the athletic commission to see how long he gets suspended. I just watched some MMA things on YouTube. Hey, Khabib say, if they fire, which they did, they fired his friends for jumping into the octagon. He's going to quit. So, who knows? It's just fucking... It's their own fault. If they had the best fighter versus the next best fighter, none of this would fucking happen. But when they go for all this bullshit fanfare circus, you're going to have more fanfare and circus. So. Hey. But no, it was cool. Did a gig afterwards at Whole Lot of Love in Brunswick for Jess Perman. Messaged me. So I did the headlining spot there, which was just really last. I wasn't like doing a 30-minute spot. Maybe about 15, I think. It was a rough room. It's not a real good comedy room. And especially, you know, there were some new comedians getting, it's pretty rough. So the audience check out. And by the time, it is one downside, is by the time you go on, people leave. Because they're like, oh, this ain't not really funny. But as I've been saying and preaching, I love these. I really enjoy these shitty rooms now. It's a psych out for people. And it used to be for me, like, oh shit, the audience is going. You don't try as hard when you go up. But now I do try, and I know how to get laughs without a huge audience or an audience that's been wanting to leave. You know, I've kind of worked it out, you know, with having that crowd work, and I pretty much just do crowd work the whole time. So again, as I've been doing, I'm a bit scared to actually do a proper set now, because I haven't done one for so long. Like, well, it's a proper set, every set I do, but to go up there, if I had a TV spot where I've got to do actual material, I think I'd be freaking out a little bit. Not used to it. And then Tuesday did the lounge, a few hundred people. Tuesday night, it was a good crowd. Just closed the show there again, which I've sort of I've got a grip on that. A lot of younger acts probably don't realise, but for the headliners, like you think, oh great, they're the headliner, it's easier. It's actually, and I've really noticed this over the last 6 months, because I always close there, that the audience are tired. They've been laughing all night, and especially there, they've pretty much been laughing all night. It's not like there's people bombing, very rarely there, unless they're doing brand new stuff and they're a bit offensive or whatever. But yeah, by the time you get on, you've got to work to get them up, and have the energy to get them up and keep yourself up, and yeah, it's just a different dynamic, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a different dynamic of the show. But this Tuesday I probably will record, do a bit of a recording, and then in 2 weeks I'm on during the Best of the Fest, which will be a showcase sort of show. I'll be doing a middle there, hopefully all week, if not just a couple of the nights or a few of the nights, but I'll record on the Thursday and get some good footage for the Asia sort of market, or promotion for everywhere, I guess. But again, I'm going to have to do real material, which is going to freak me out a bit. But no, it's all good. But yeah, the set went well. I ended up in my ended up topless doing a Bert Kreischer, and not trying to beat Bert Kreischer. I was just giving shit to some dude, and I ripped the top off and I didn't put it back on. So made a few jokes because I got massive titties. If you don't know me or haven't sort of looked at many of my pictures, I'm a big dude and I've got large breasts, legitimate titties. So yeah, there's milk to be had by all. Yeah, so what else? Doing tickets this week at the lounge, which is a bit of fun, good money, but not doing the ticket spot, which means normally you'll do a 10-minute spot beforehand, get them laughing, and then tell them about the promotion, and then go around table to table and sell them. But what I'm doing, there's no awareness of it, so it's a hell of a lot harder just walking up to tables and people are like, what the hell is this? But I've got to be funny at the table, which has made me good at crowd work. I just worked it out this week. There's why I've been doing so well at crowd work is I know how to be aggressive not in an aggressive way, I guess, be dominant towards the audience and get them going and get answers out of them. And, I guess it's in a way of being. So when you go table to table and you've got to do a cold sell, I just think it'd be rude if I just walked up and go, do you want one of these? No? Okay. Do you want one of these? No? It's just a bit rude. So I feel like I've got to be funny. So we're just going to speed up here to get around this fat cyclist who's in the middle of the road. There we go. Go around this son of a bitch. Slow down. Yeah, but what it's done is it's made me be funnier. Because I try to make everyone laugh at the table, have a bit of fun with everyone, and yeah, the last 2 nights have sucked. Done fuck all tickets, but the show's been pretty. A couple of the acts have been average. So we had a Wednesday night. The opening act didn't do too well, and last night the opening act fucking bombed. It was embarrassing. It just sucks because people have paid money and they come in, and this guy runs a couple of rooms here in Melbourne. He's always been quite arrogant and rude. Refused to shake my hand one night at the Comics Lounge when I was booking the show. So I'm like, well, you obviously don't want to get on. You're not even willing to shake the guy who runs the fucking room's hand. But yeah, he fucking sucked. It was not funny at all. And it put a real weird vibe in the room. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. And so tonight the original act's back. So hopefully she can do a bit better. It's just an issue with, and the comedians, I guess, around the world, the inner city, the alt comics, they're very old, very story based and not very. They're just looking for any laugh, as opposed to I want a huge laugh, like I want to take their heads off, which they should be looking for. They're just looking, hey, that's kind of funny. Oh, that's kind of funny. Hey, baby. Sorry, I'm driving along the beach road. I'm literally on the beach, and there's just really beautiful women walking, jogging, and it's a beautiful thing. That's all what I'm trying to say. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. All right. Bit of U2 for you. I wonder if there's a more hated band than U2. After that whole iTunes thing where you didn't want their fucking album, but you got their fucking album thrown at you. Fuck U2. Yeah. But yeah, so tonight, hope, and the crowds have been really small as well. Well, Nate Volvo, he's been headlining. He's actually, I wrote this down. I've got to work on it. Last night, he's a gay comic, and I just thought there's something really funny in the word, like the gays. You know, gays like this isn't really offensive. Like, gays really love this type of thing. So, as opposed to the gays really like, it just completely changes the tone of shit. So, yeah, just popped into my mind. I wrote it down, and I'm going to write a joke about it this afternoon. And it was something I had when I was driving in yesterday. I didn't write it down though. I think it was an extension to one of my jokes. C.K. Johnson. Sorry. Nick Johnson. Sorry. I just thought we had a bit of Louis C.K. action here. So the crowds will hopefully be bigger tonight. And tomorrow, we have two shows on. We've got a 7 and a 9, so this normal show will start at 9 o'clock, but we've got a YouTuber, YouTubers, on at 7 o'clock. His name's Isaac Butterfield. He's very, I tell you what, I just can't stand, I was chatting to him a couple of months ago. He came in, he seemed like an alright guy. His comedy wasn't very good. He seemed a bit shocked when he got off stage. Like, oh, hang on, I thought I'd be, this kills in my local pub. He looked a bit shocked. But mind you, it was a proper comedy club audience, not his audience, so I'm sure he'll fucking smash tomorrow. But it's one of those opinionated, which is a huge thing we're getting now, where people are just fucking opinionated. Like, he does videos like 10 things I hate about Australia. Something happens in the politics or on the news, and he'll have his opinion and break it down. And there's quite a few of them that do this, and it kind of comes across really arrogant. Like, they kind of sell it like they're right, which you've got to. You can't fucking have a question mark. There's another one who's on, Christian Hull. He's on in a few weeks. He's sold out in 3 hours. He's doing a podcast, but he's the same. It's just like, just this sort of arrogance of my opinion's right. But they've built an audience. What it is, I fucking hate politics. I hate the news. So that's why you don't really get me talking about shit. We do have, I saw something yesterday. I've got to actually investigate this. This is fucking pretty crazy. Now, we've got public schools and private schools here. the private schools get funding from the government, and they get a shitload of funding. And look at this arsehole. Every car queues up in the left, and this fucking Audi driver just goes, yeah, I don't queue up. I'll just go right to the end of the queue and push in. Same with this cockhead, dual fine a few foods. Is it because you sell fine foods? And we're in Brighton, you fucking cocksucker? Yes, I sell fine foods, so I don't queue up. I'm better than everyone else. So yeah, these private schools get they get millions from the government every year, and now apparently they've turned around and said we're refusing to take in any gay students, transgender students, teachers as well. So you've got to be straight to go to this school or work at this fucking school, which I think is pretty fucked up. That's fucking, yeah. But the fuck thing is, we pay them and give them money to, they're private schools, so they're making millions a year on fees and shit, and on top of that, the government give them even more millions, and they're all rich kids anyway. It's just fucking ridiculous. The money they fucking get could go to the public schools and fix them. But no, yeah, so I'm going to investigate this. I might make something funny out of it, huh? Considering I brought it up. Yeah, that's about, I don't get real political and shit. I just think this is the problem, it's all stupid. Oh, look at this, keep clear. That's what cracks me up. So I'm sorry, I'm just stopped the van. We've got roadworks and there's a keep clear sign. So what do the people do? Look at this fucking cockhead. Sorry, I'm turning into road rager here. Just these assholes that fucking... Like I say, you got fucking 100 people queued up on the left. Everyone's jumping into the left to show respect, but no, you get these assholes that go, no, I'm just gonna skip the queue. I don't queue up, okay? I know you queue up, but I'm from a better area than you. So, I'm just going to push in and stuff because, I drive an Audi or a Subaru Impreza. I'm just, and it's a sunny day and we're in Brighton. Brighton's our rich suburb for all the Americans listening. Shout out to... everyone over there. I noticed I get a lot of listeners over in the States, which is cool because I fucking love America. So getting some love back. Because on the Libsyn podcasting it says where people are from. So we got Maryland, I noticed. Tennessee, got people there. Quite a few in Maryland. I have no idea why. But hi, how you going, homies? Obviously quite a few in California. I suppose, California. Sorry, I get the state name confused. So there's San Fran, some Sacramentoians who I probably did gigs with or whatever. Word up to yous. Or saw me at some gigs. Denver, of course, when I was there last year, and San Diego. San Fran. Fucking San Fran, Jesus Christ. I see the homeless problem's not improving over there. I saw something on the news the other day. Now there's a shit app where you can log on and mark where the shit is, like the human shit that's on the ground. That's killer. Hang on. Kill us. One sec. Achoo! I'm sorry, I sneezed. Oh. But I had a motorbike in front of me, so I didn't want to sneeze too hard and put my foot down and just take this dummy out. Oh, I think I put my neck out doing that. You know you sneeze good when you fucking pop a neck muscle. Shout out to all the Yankee Doodle dandies that are listening. I got my eye on you. But yeah, I'll definitely get over to the other side of America next year when I come back, do some shows. I'll start in LA, get high, but then I'll shoot over to start from New York or Texas or somewhere. I really want to get to those southern states and just have a look at shit. But do some of them, classic like Houston and that, the classic comedy towns. Boston, I reckon, would be fucking terrifying for comedy, that is, because of the sort of history of comedy there. I watched a fucking wicked documentary, I wouldn't mind watching again, on the Boston comedy scene in the 80s. And I can't think of the bloody name of it. So just Google Boston comedy documentary. I love all that shit, man. I really wish I was around. I'm spewing. I was born, I don't want to be 10 years older than what I am, but if I was around 10 years earlier, so much cooler shit would have happened. Even with Pegasus. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a singer in a band called Pegasus. We were pretty successful. We came out in 94. Our first gig was August 5, 1994. And we're traditional sort of classic 80s metal, but if we had to come out 7 years earlier, fuck, we would have been massive. We would have caught that. Well, we probably would have been massive for 2 years and then metal died. We could have been caught in that trap, but yeah, we just a few years too late to catch that heavy metal wave. Mind you, we stuck to the traditional look of leather and studs and stuff as well. But the comedy just, I look at, even here, the comedy scene, it was a bit more wild west. There was crazy characters and shit, whereas now everyone seems so fucking tame and everything's done to try get a manager and being good with the comedy festival, which is very PC, and you don't want to offend anyone. Fuck, it pisses me off. Yeah. But that's when I love it, when people start following me after a show. Get a few likes and a few followers and different things after each gig, because I don't really promote it, but because I don't fuck around, I go off the rails. So it's just cool. You attract the people that you're meant to attract, and when people follow you, and I learnt this in music, and that's why I really appreciated the metal fans. When I was touring Europe, was the fact that they paid money to come and see us. So I, did my best to put on a fucking performance for them, vocally and physically on stage. But afterwards, with meet and greets and taking photos or signing autographs, the albums and photos or whatever they wanted, it was like an opportunity to thank them for liking me, and liking the albums or whatever, and just, thanks for liking us. Fuck, I wouldn't be here if you didn't. So thank you. But yeah, I'm digging that with the comedy, because then it's like, hey, thanks for not being a politically correct fuckhead and enjoying the shit that comes out of my mouth. You're keeping it real. Ooh, those people went through a red light. Naughty. Just cruising past my old work, St Kilda Sea Baths, where I used to be a bouncer. Where I used to crack fuckers in the head with fists. It wasn't that bad. It was a fun, it'd be good working there tonight. Beautiful. It was good because it's outdoors, so you get a suntan while you work. And there's just really hot women everywhere, so you just purr for 6, 7, 8 hours and have a beer at the end of the night and get paid. It's good work if you can get it. So, But yeah, next year, yeah, man, I'm pumped to get over back to America and stay longer. I'm not smoking weed at the moment, and that's one thing. When I go back, I'm not spending all my money on weed like I did last year. I spent fucking shitloads, absolutely shitloads. I could have stayed an extra 6 months, I reckon, if I hadn't. Just learning. I was talking to a couple of girls last night, one from Finland and one from Wales. I only caught the Wales girl's name's Beth. She's really cool. They followed me. She followed me on Instagram from the Tuesday show. Yeah, they were yelling out because I got my top off, and Dougie had mentioned that I used to be a porn star and shit. I got a big dick, and yeah, her and a few of the girls were yelling, "Get it out, show us." And she was saying that last night. I came back for you. I was the one yelling out, "Show us your dick." But yeah, they're staying in a backpackers in Melbourne. And that's what I did when I was in America, because I stay in hotels. This is one thing, I get lonely, and it's kind of not cool to be traveling on my own, because I go a little bit crazy. I get depressed, and you might walk around and not really talk to anyone, not socialise with anyone. Whereas I thought if I stay in a backpacker or a hostel, I don't know, I'll be forced to interact with people, at breakfast, or you've got people in a dorm with you, so you wake up and it's like, hey, you snore, you fucking asshole. I want to shank you in the neck with a sharpened toothbrush. But yeah, so I enjoyed that a lot more, going hostel to hostel. And any of you Americans, if you do get over to Sacramento, I recommend staying at the hostel there. There's one hostel. And the fuck thing is, you can only stay for 2 weeks in a calendar year, which is bullshit. Because I'd probably still be there. It was just beautiful. An old mansion. JKLMN. I think, like, which way does might be H Street. Yeah, because they go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But yeah, it was just fucking wicked. And then I go to San Fran, and it was like the worst fucking hostel on the planet. And San Fran was pretty bad, but it was dirty as fuck. It was gross. Like, when I got to the hostel, the guy goes, "All right, so this is where you are. I'll just give you some advice. Do not turn right when you leave the hostel. Okay? Always turn left, because yeah, you might not come back if you turn right." A lot of drugs and a lot of people shitting on the street if you turn right. So yeah, where else? LA had a good one, the banana hostel, banana backpackers. I can't remember what it's called. That one up in West Hollywood was the coolest one. I didn't go to the other ones, but I checked them out. They didn't check the reviews. There was some security issues. Whereas the banana one seemed to have a lot of Aussies and international, I guess. It was a good vibe as well. They do shit. And in a wicked spot, West Hollywood. I fucking love it. Get to me Starbucks. Get to my Zen weed, or whatever the fucking dispensary's called. The Zen Den? I don't know. Up on Santa Monica there. Yeah. So, but yeah, I blew that much money on weed last year. And the fuck thing was the edibles. Like, they weren't kicking in. I was eating that many of them, and then I go, I bought 1,000 milligram one at Zen the day I was leaving, or the day before I left. It was 1,000 milligram cookie. It was like $70, and because there was no fucking way I'm flying on a fucking plane straight. It's bad enough going there that you got to be straight, but to fucking fly there, to fly back, especially when you can just slip a little bit of weight in. But I saw in the on the news that we're in my news feed now that LAX are allowing you to carry your weed and shit on your carry-on. Just depends, like if you obviously go to Texas and they catch you, they're gonna fucking kill you. But if you go to Denver, and they're cool with it, you fly from LAX to Denver, and you know. But I was doing that anyway. I wasn't throwing my fucking weed away for no one. And that was a big problem. When I get smoking, I get fucking smoking. I had smoking everyone. But yeah, this 1,000 milligram cookie, I ate, say, half of it when I got on, and then I was half unconscious, and then ate the rest of it. It was just a fucking good aeroplane flight. 17 hours. I was fucked up for most of it, sort of in and out of consciousness, and I fucking loved it. So yeah, but yeah, I'll go back. I won't be as much as a dope fiend. But yeah, just backpack around. Look, enjoy that awesome country. There's so much fucking history in America. I went to quite a few little sort of museums. Sacramento had like a fort, some famous fort. I can't remember shit because I was high, but and it was a really beautiful park. Except the geese kept fucking chasing me. Not good when you're fucking high. They were fucking trying to attack, beat the shit out of me and shit. So I had to sort of run away, but it was pissing down. I remember Sacramento was fucking raining. But yeah, they had an indigenous American Indian, I don't know what you call it, indigenous Indian. Anyway, the Indians had a museum there, and that was really cool. Spent quite a bit of time in there just looking around and learning about things. Yeah, and just how old shit is. It kind of, I don't know why, I just thought America was only a couple of 100 years old, but no, it's been around for fucking ages. And that's why I want to get to like the South, Tennessee, and Louisiana, like just the old places, and check out old shit. We went to Tombstone. My homie Denise took me to Tombstone. It kind of sucked that there was only one street that's tombstoney. The rest was all normal and modern. It could be sick if that whole fucking town was still western looking. Yeah, obviously you could fucking put a road in here and there, but because what they do, a lot of the westerns are still filmed at Tombstone, so they've kept it one strip is still the same as it was, so everyone can continue their filming and stuff. Okay, sorry, just I'm gonna do that stupid trick I tried cutting through yesterday and ended up. It sucks where you try to cut through traffic and you take a quick right and alright, I'll cut through, and then everyone you're sort of are behind you, so you do it, and then they all drive past you 2 minutes later while you're stuck at an intersection waving at them, going, oh, probably should have just stayed in the queue. Idiot. But yeah, Tombstone would have been cool if they left it like that. And just put roads there, and then when it's time to film, just put dirt on the fucking road and cover it up and make it look westerny again. But old Sacramento. So if you get to Sac, probably their biggest tourist thing is old Sacramento. Get over there. Got the oldest comedy club. Oh, fucking hell, bit my lip again. Motherfucker. Bleeding. And you know what? Same time yesterday, same spot, I bit my fucking lip again. It was really pissing out. Yeah, but just old Sacramento's got a lot, like they've left a lot more of it old, and it just looks really cool, you know. Like there's no footpath. like wood. You know, and you just sit there thinking, fuck, how many people got shot? Like a cowboy movie type of situation. But what got me, like I was in the comedy club there, the Laughs Unlimited. I went there quite a few shows because there can be stuff going with the punchline. It's the punchline. And I was looking at it. I was like, I said to the security guard, I was sort of hanging out with this dude most nights, big black dude. He goes, I go, oh, when did they renovate here? And he's gone, no, this is how it is, mate. It's never been renovated. And that's just my point being how well they made it. It looked like it was renovated, but it was not. It's just made that well. With quality ingredients. But all the buildings in Sacramento just look fucking wicked. They look like they're brand new. It's like, no, they just didn't fuck around when they built this shit. That's the problem with modern. It just doesn't look as good. They cut corners, mate. So I don't know what my point is, but yeah, I'm going to get back. I can't wait. Do the backpackers. Get to all the major comedy clubs, comedy scenes, showcase for them. Get to New York. Catch up with my homie Clayton Fletcher. He'll be able to get me on a few shows. And yeah, take it from there. Don't know about New York. It reminds me a bit of Sydney, so I don't like Sydney that much, so I don't really want to. I guess it's a spectacle. But Jersey would be cool. New York, what I am pumped about is like Harlem and the Bronx, places I fucking get shot at apparently if I go there. I want to go there. At Coney Island, I want to do the Warriors Trek. My favourite fucking movie. And Urban Rooms. But yeah, so that's my goal for next year. And what I learned, was stay in hostels, catch the Greyhound, just cut the corners, just because it's not that bad, especially if you've got edibles. Just pop a get that 1,000 milligrams happening. Make sure your wallet's safe because you don't want to pass out on the Greyhound. Dudes smoking crack in the toilet, like on our way to Vegas. Yeah, but it's a good. The cool thing with the Amtrak and the bus is you get to see shit. If you jump on a plane, it's just here we go, we're off, we're there. Whereas the Amtrak, say, catching that from LA to Sacramento was fucking wicked. And from San Fran to... I went to San Luis Obispo, and then Obispo to LA. But it's along the water, mate. So the views were fucking awesome. Coming from Australia, we've got our own trees and our own sort of look to everything. But the countryside just looks different there. It's not like, oh, this could be Australia. It's like, fuck no, this is America. This is fucking wicked. Just with my imagination, I'm just picturing what went down, what happened here 200 years ago. How many people got killed in this field? Cowboys and Indian style. You just get that sense of, where people hid. There's huge boulders and shit. People would have hid behind there, having shootouts and shit. Fucking wicked. I love it. Love America, man. just rich in shit to look at in history, you know, good and bad. But, the Americans get a bad rap. Negative sort of run from people. Yeah. Cracks me up here. When comedians go, any Americans here? Oh God, no, you'd hear them. They'd be telling you that they're here and they're like, so they're not that fucking way, you dickhead. What, you watched a fucking movie and you think that's true? Why don't you fucking go there? And you'll see that they're fucking completely different. You know? Just because the government's loud, you don't judge them on their government. But you go, oh, like when George Bush was in, right? He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He said a lot of, and thank you for saying a lot of dumb shit. It's fucking hilarious. You watch his highlight reel, fuck. And even Trump. But the actual people that live there aren't those people. They're all got their own, some vote for them. But a big deal. It's still, I know anti-Trump people and I know Trump people, and they're just as fucking cool as each other. They've just got a different political fucking belief. You know? That's why I hate politics, man. People think they know everything. Do you really think we're getting told the truth on in any government, anywhere in the world? Nope. The fact that the bankers didn't go to jail in 2008, the fact that they weren't hung, like they did shit so bad they should have been hung. All around the world, there just should have been bankers hanging from the CBD. In every central business district, in every city, there should be dudes hanging from ropes. And just go, job vacancy. Yeah, this could happen to you if you don't do your job properly, have some integrity. Right, then we'd have, mate, imagine how we'd be living now. Everyone would be sick. There'd be no ripping off, mate. But, I don't know. Anyway, so, better wrap it up. Almost there. This week, so, I'll be, lounge this weekend. Doing tickets. I'll head out somewhere on Sunday and try to get a gig. And then Tuesday I'll definitely be jumping up at the lounge because I'm stuck at the lounge all week, so I can't do any gigs. Although if I borrow someone's car, I might race up to Gorilla on Wednesday and get back in time. Just have to jump on first. And then, nothing else because the UFC ain't on for 3 friggin' weeks or whatever. It's horrible. It's depressing. It should be on every day. Right? They've got enough fighters. Fight every day. Just for me. For my entertainment. But yeah, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, at the Flemo, Justin Fleming Comedy, Instagram, and YouTube, Justin Fleming Comedy or Comedian, I don't know what I am. And I'll actually post some, I'll do some videoing, and I'll probably post the video to YouTube in the next couple of weeks. So keep your eye out. You know what? That's the shit thing. I meant to do that, was start filming myself every gig and putting it online, because I do so much crowd work that, and unfortunately in one regard, that it's not stuff I'd use in a set. It's just in the moment, so it's kind of there and it's gone. I can't build any jokes around it or whatever. But yeah, I could just be pumping out the fucking crowd work content and not be eating into my material, you know. That's the one thing you sort of worry about. You go, oh, put all my stuff online, no one wants to see. But yeah, have fun, look after each other, follow us on shit, share it, if this hasn't been too boring, and I will start getting some guests on in the next couple of weeks. I might even get high and get some people high and they can do some funny shit. So have fun, be cool, and stay in school.